Ninth person to do it. Morning, everybody. We are live here in Pennsville, New Jersey. It's February 1st, 2026. Welcome back with us. We've been away for a little bit due to illness at times.
God, man.
Wayno's back on the right track here, back on the shelf. I was away last week on a little cruise vacation with the family. Disney cruise. Was enjoyed very much. Had a great time. Anything we can say is we came back to the white blizzard that was when we left. It didn't look like this, and when we came back, it did. But and the only other thing during the trip was everything was beautiful except the water at Castaway Cay. They said I didn't go in, but they said it was like cold. It was icy cold, pretty cold. So anyway, but we had a good time. We had great weather. We came back, spent a day over at Disney, day at Epcot with Melissa's mom and Ricky. It was good to hang out with them for the day, and then we spent the night. We spent a night at Grand Floridian Hotel there, and then came back the next day. Flew back home the next night. So, but all said and good.
You ready to go back?
Yeah,
let's go.
I'm definitely ready. I don't talk about it much as far as Ryan. Like it wasn't a day after. It's like, oh my God, I wish I was back on a boat. Back there going to the bayou, getting some good food. I mean, it is nice. Cruise is very.
That's like Tammy's dad lives in Florida, and he called us up. He's like, was talking about how because he sees the weather over here. He's like, how do you like the weather? Is it cold? He says, it's cold here, too. He says, these nuts are running around in shorts and T-shirts, and it's 54 degrees out there. I was like, send it here, man. I'll take 54.
It was the day we went to Epcot, which was our last day. It was 52. I think it got up to a high during the day, but as soon as that sun goes literally below the horizon, dude, it is a different story. And you can take the 52, but it goes out, then it goes down to low 40s from 52, and it's just cold. So it's freezing, but we were dressed for it. We had coats and sweatshirts and long sleeve tees and stuff. So we managed it that way, but it's still not fun to be hanging around there when it's that like that.
Right.
I mean, that's their cold. Their cold's not our bitter cold now. It definitely isn't, but they wouldn't know what to do if it got down to 12 degrees, 10 degrees. They'd be crippled. So, all right, well, let's jump into that. Vacations are over, and we're back to reporting some news here.
Yeah. Give our
we'll do our shout outs.
We got a new, well, it's not a new company, but a new business that we haven't talked on the show
about.
Yeah, so obviously DJ Juicy from All Day DJs, he's always giving us shout outs out of scooters.
Wayno's son, DJ Juicy, like I always said, if you get a chance to hear him, he's on what nights? Is he out there?
Thursday nights for karaoke.
Thursday night karaoke night at Scoots.
And
check it out.
I talked to Annette from Blessed Bakery Kitchen.
Right.
She bakes out of her house.
Yes.
Safe serve. Took that class.
Right.
And hopefully next weekend, she couldn't get it baked this weekend, but jalapeno bread.
Okay, yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, we might have some of that to taste and show you what it looks like.
If anybody likes jalapeno bread, we're going to give it a try when we can on the air when we get some, and she'll be more than happy to bake anything for anybody, as far as that goes.
And CC's Candy Factory, right on Broadway.
CC, I know right where it used to be the old barber shop.
Yeah, they on Super Bowl week Sunday, they're teaming up with Blessed Bakery Kitchen's going to be there also.
Okay.
So they're going to be selling baked goods.
Nice.
And obviously, their candy and everything. So if you need any
last
minute things.
Last minute snacks for the Super Bowl, it's the little store right by the Dollar General. Used to be the barber shop. CC Candies.
CC's Candy Factory.
CC Candy Factory. Check them out.
They're on Facebook.
Yep. I have seen them. I've been by there quite a few times. They've had quite a little crowd in there, even though it's a small place. They got a lot of people. They
always when it's warmer out, they set up outside.
Yeah, and I've heard good things about it from word of mouth from other people saying they've had their stuff and it's very good. So it's good to know. It's good to know for them.
Give them a
business.
then try to throw some business their way.
Right.
CC's Candy Factory, and they sell stuff all the time, but they're having a big sale on Sunday, February 8th. They open at 8 a.m.
Okay.
And
Super Bowl Sunday, they will open at 8 a.m. that morning.
we got some. Forgot to print it out, but local news. Salem Community College, as we spoke a few months ago, they're going to have a football team.
Okay.
College football team. The coach they have is from Rutgers.
Okay.
So he's, pretty good coach.
Right.
So hopefully, and I think since they don't have a stadium at the college, I think they're going to be playing like at the Pennsville Stadium.
Okay, cool.
Maybe Penns Grove, but I think they're still ironing out all those details and everything. And so that's for Salem Community College. Then we have
That's
Pennsville girls basketball.
Is this blocking anything before you go on? Does that need to be X'd here, or is that what is that?
Yeah,
I didn't know if it'll show anything over. Okay, good.
yeah. That pot just tells me it was scanning.
But that was just you pushing that out there, right?
Yeah.
That shit. Okay.
But
yeah, you can text in people real quick. We're back on the air for text, and we'll see whatever you shoot text.
So Cheyenne, if you're listening.
Oh yeah, Cheyenne, we haven't seen
can,
talked to you in a little bit. It's been a couple of weeks, so yeah, if you're listening, we can see your text here.
She don't call anymore.
Good morning to you. Yeah,
she was calling.
You was one of our faithful callers. Now she texts. She likes to text.
Why she texting?
Hold on, baby.
But all teams doing okay. They're varsity.
Okay.
10-6, 6-1 in their conference.
Oh, no, they're doing good then.
Their next game is Tuesday at 5:30 against Woodstown at home. And Taylor Bass, Al's daughter, has 1,142 career points.
Yeah.
And she got that hit that, not that goal, well, got the 1,000 career point, when was it? Back in January, I think it was January.
I remember
5th.
the night she got it. I wasn't there, but I remember Helen telling me about it.
And the girl that holds the record for the most career points was in 2004 is Katie Klein.
Katie Klein, that's what I
2,110.
Yeah, she was phenomenal. She was phenomenal every year she played. She didn't have one good year. She had 4 good years.
Now
that's how you got to do that. But what?
Boys basketball.
What else is new?
They stink just like the freaking football team. Of course, it's probably the same player.
Boys basketball team's never been good. I don't ever remember.
They are 3-14, 0-6 in the county. Yeah, it is a shame.
Yeah, that's just the one sport in Pennsville.
And they got some.
That suffers.
It stinks because I know some of the kids on the team, and they're decent kids. You know what I mean? And I
just don't think we're not basketball minded.
No.
This town, soccer and football for as far as the boys go.
Yeah.
Girls are different, but the boys sports, wrestling, soccer, and football, and boys in
baseball,
and baseball too. So really, the outdoor
girls
other than the wrestling.
The girls are kicking the boys' butt.
Well, that's what I mean. I was talking about the boys. The boys never put a good team out in basketball, though. So, but the other sports, yes, they excel in.
So I heard. You mentioned soccer. They were 11-7-2. The boys. The girls were 9-9.
Okay.
5-5 in the county.
Yeah. Well, that's respectable because soccer's hard. It's not. There's a lot of good teams out there in the different leagues, different divisions. So
it's tough.
It's different.
We don't talk much about pro bets. I mean, we touch on it, but I heard this on the radio.
I already heard it probably. But,
Michael Jordan was cut from his varsity high school team.
Yeah, I do remember the story about that. That's all.
He was deemed too short and not skilled enough, but averaged 28 points per game on the JV team. And I think he averaged, when he finally got on varsity, which was the following year, they said he made the varsity team the year after that because of a major growth spurt. He went from 5'11" to 6'3" in 1 year.
Wow. That is a major spurt.
That's just something I heard. I thought,
That's cool. Well, it's a nice little tidbit. Yeah, a guy that was probably one of the best, still greatest, one of the greatest of all time in pro basketball, got cut from his worst. That you would just not look at Michael Jordan and say, "What? He didn't make the team." And then, yeah, he had a growth spurt and made the team, and the rest was history later on.
Yeah.
Like, it was great. College player at the University of North Carolina, Tar Heels, and then came to pro. And,
unfortunately, played for them
and went on to be a great star. Won 6 championships, world championships with the Chicago Bulls, and phenomenal. That was my son's team, when he was growing up. Chicago, not just because of Michael Jordan in a way, but maybe a little bit. I guess I should say not just, but he followed him and he liked. And Michael Jordan, part of that team, made it. He had all kind of Bulls, so the hats and the different things.
I like 3 teams.
I always remember him. Yeah.
I was a Sixers fan growing up, Celtics fan, and Lakers fan.
How could you beat one of them? The biggest rival.
My uncle would get so mad because, the set was Larry Bird. I like Larry Bird was my favorite.
Not as a player, I love Larry Bird. He didn't like the Celtics, but Larry Bird was phenomenal. But he was a great player. To stay a little bit in basketball, then, while you touched on it when you said Sixers, why is it the Philly sports team players lately, Philly, seem to be getting nailed for different things in the league? Paul George is now suspended for the Sixers, 25 games due to whatever it is.
I forgot.
Is it a PED, performance enhancing drug, or I forget which one. I did pay attention, just saw it this morning. I can't remember what he got suspended for, but he's going to miss all the way till near the end of the season. So he'll come back with 10 games left, I think, or something. I thought that's what I read. But seriously, you got him. You got Goofy Alvarado last year for the Phillies. Wasn't a few years ago one of the Eagles, somebody in the Eagle, I don't know who it was. It was years ago. I don't think 20, but somebody got nailed for something for us. But it wasn't like that long of a thing. I think there was more of a fine. Was it a fine and you're suspended, but like a game or two in football? I don't think he missed the season. I don't think it was like that. It was a while back, but I can't remember that. It's not important. But it seems like Philadelphia, you're like, oh my God. And Paul George is a good player. He's old, but he's good. When he's on the court with Maxey and Embiid, those guys are unstoppable. And now he's going to be going for 25 games. So their seasons might as well. Yeah, you're going to have guys come off there. You got to be able to pick up the pace. You lose a guy like that, you're losing a lot. The young guys are going to get playing time now. That's all I can say. McCain and these guys are going to get a lot of playing time. It's a shame, how it went. But pro football, you already know people, so it's not. I'm just bringing the news, something for us to chat about. The Eagles finally found their offensive coordinator, and then they also added a guy with him, which will be the quarterback coach, right? Isn't that guy? Yeah. Like a quarterback assist. Well, he's kind of assist the offensive coordinator, but he's a quarterback coach, which will do that. So he's going to work with quarterback with Hurts and whatever. But they said that he's more footwork oriented. He still thinks there's something that look, the way it sounds is something that Hurts is not doing right. Even though Hurts does take a lot of time to be detailed about how he goes about his workouts and different things and stuff. There's something there that they didn't get into it too much, but I read between the lines the way this guy was talking. I really want to accent on the footwork and the plays and the dropbacks, and plus they got to accent the fact that Hurts needs to run the football when he's not. I watched back film of him years ago, like when he first started with us, and then even when he got going really good, he never hesitated once, which means nobody's open in the field. You're running the ball and getting you couldn't stop us.
He didn't do that.
That's when we didn't have the defense we had. No, he did not do that this year. And I know I've touched on it. You and I have touched on it. You touched on your own. If he would just decide to run and not wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
But he does. And you can't do that. The ones you're seeing in the Super Bowl right now both got running quarterbacks. Well, Darnold's not known for it, but he will go.
Yeah.
He will. But Drake May is. Drake May's not afraid to get out and roll and go. So you're going to see a good Super Bowl. I hope. I say that like I know what I'm talking about. You're going to see I think you'll see a good Super Bowl. I actually think you're going to see even though every time they say it's a defensive game with two good defenses, it seems like you see a higher scoring game though.
Yeah.
And it's not that way. You see two teams battling it out for, 14-3, and that's the final. But I really think you're going to see a pretty good scoring game here. They're going to air it out a little bit. Both of them are good. The defenses are going to play a more pressing, rush oriented, blitz oriented to try to throw things off and get to. Seattle's defense is phenomenal. I mean, to me, number one in the league. They are just.
I think
I'm not taking anything away from the Patriots because they are good and they have shown it. They got where they're at for a reason. People didn't have them picked. They were the sleeper team for me, as far as where
I think Seattle's going to win it though.
But I'm rooting for Seattle in a way because Patriots have won so many damn Super Bowls over the years. Let's but let's kind of hope and root for Seattle. I would.
I'm rooting for Seattle.
But anyway, you don't have to hold that. You can put your plastic one over there on the floor.
I'm good
on that. Just put your coffee in.
And Keith got me drinking Dunkin' today.
Yeah, Wayne never drinks Dunkin'. He usually drinks Four Seasons, which is good, okay, but I'm not a fan. I think it's a little bitter to me, Four Seasons, but I mean, you like it because you like that, but that's fine. But, so that's where we're at with the Eagles. Then things are, we still don't have anything about what's going on too with AJ Brown yet. Because I know people are going to say, is he staying? Is he going? I want him to stay now. I want him to stay because give these guys a chance. Wouldn't you do that? If he sees Petula gone and knows the system's not going to be run like it was last year, wouldn't you want a shot at having this guy move you into plays and stuff and get you involved?
Because right now, if you're another team, would you really want him? I mean,
somebody does. Yeah. Would you? I don't know, but somebody.
It looks like he slipped. You know what I mean?
I know, but somebody.
Somebody would.
I really think he was just so unhappy. He was hit. Some of those ones where we look like, did he really? I don't think he tried on a lot of them, to be honest with you. Those ones that he could reach normally. I think he's aggravated. Yeah, I don't know, and he is a little bit of a diva in that way, which I never thought he was.
I think he really wanted to just say, "Screw it, I want to get traded." So.
I think mindset wise, he needs to calm down, cool down. We'll see where it goes. The only way he'll go is if they get something phenomenal for him. If they get a great either pick or a guy or I don't know, but he ain't going anywhere, and we're not giving him away. That would be the dumbest thing in the world. And the Eagles have done some dumb things where they let people go without getting somebody for them in the past. So,
would you take? Would you try to get GJ?
Yeah, I always want him back. It's always a feel that there's a place in the. Who's up? Ralph. AJ Brown's going to the Giants. No, he's not. He's just dusting. Well, I'll tell you what, Ralph. If you got it, I'll be serious for a minute because I know Ralph's just goofing around. He wants him. If he went to the Giants along with Nate, what's the other guy's name that went begins with an N? What's the other wide receiver Ralph's Giants have? His name Neighbors, right? Is it Neighbors? I had him on my fantasy team, and he went down early. He went down game 2 or 1 or 2. I forget how he went down early in the season this year. Brown and him opposite each other. Whoa. And Dart as your quarterback, because he moves around. So these guys are going to do it.
Dart's good, man.
Yes, Neighbor. That's what I thought it was, Bob. Thank you. Just couldn't get I had Nadler in my mind for some reason. Nadler. But anyway, wow.
That's who I was thinking when you said
Nadler came. That would be a phenomenal duo right there, dude. Kind of unstoppable in the air if you can get them open. All them guys, at that time. Defenses would have some fits with covering that. But I hope he stays in a way. I hope we get some good. We do good in the draft this year, maybe free agency. You don't want to let this team slip away. I still think that we can be right back in the mix again next year with everything. We can't let this falter. This year got away from us. We had a good defense, and the offense didn't do nothing. Terrible scoring points. So we'll see. Ralph, what do you got for if you want to chime in on the Flyers? I know they lost again last night, and I know, we've talked about this. The rebuild.
What's their losing streak?
I don't know. I'm not sure what they did, but
I watched a little bit of the Pittsburgh game last night.
Hockey?
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh Penguins?
Yeah.
Who were they playing?
Rangers.
Okay. That's Jay's team. Jay Jones. Let's go, Jones. He called in. Where you at? Get your butt up and get in gear. Up like the rest of us. You got anything else on the board here?
Nah, not for football.
Yeah, football is just right now. It's our week off, and we're waiting for the Super Bowl, February 8th, San Francisco.
don't like what the Phillies are doing.
I also think. Oh, okay. Well, before we get to
Okay.
baseball, I also think there's some big news coming in the Eagles, and I don't know who it is. What it is? It could be stadium talk.
We got Ralphie.
We got Ralph on the line here.
What's up, Mr. Ralph?
Gentlemen, good morning. How are you?
All right, how's it going?
Morning, Ralphsters.
Are we all plowed out? Plowed out, good to go?
Yeah. I'm clear. When I came home from vacation, Bianca had her all cleared up for me. So
Yeah. I'm seeing 1,000 people and fans don't have a problem with their mail because they don't clear out the front of their mailbox.
yeah, the mail people told me I was in the post office the other day and I went to get my mail after vacation and she said, "Oh, it looks like it went out for delivery. They took it out and everything." Which I don't know why. I thought I filled the card out saying I'd pick it up, and every time I do that, they end up delivering it after I get back. They just start putting it in the mailbox. So she said, "Well, can they get to your mailbox?" I'm like, "Yes, they can." It was cleared away and a sidewalk right up to the. She goes, "No problem, then you'll get it."
Yeah, that was one of the first things I thought of when Mike Joseph came and plowed my driveway for me, and like I said, one of the first things I thought of was I said, "Shit, I better go out there and get that mailbox cleared out because I know that if it ain't cleared, they ain't gonna deliver it.
They won't come and deliver if they can't get to it." Nope.
I don't understand why it's not common sense to the majority of people.
I don't know either, Ralph. That's a good point. I mean, you're right on the money with that one, but
yeah. So anyway, yeah, the Flyers. Yeah. All right. Next topic.
let's go Flyers.
Yeah. So we had this talk yesterday.
We did,
and I just think there's too much shifting around with players. Trying this and trying that, and they're not clicking. There's no chemistry between anybody.
No.
And of course, the one person that I said needs to go is on fire right now.
Yeah. You got him to get on fire, whether you know it or not.
I guess someone called him my threat. I guess. So
Ralph,
he had a hat trick. He had a hat trick a couple weeks ago.
I know. I saw. I didn't see the game, but I saw.
Yeah, and then he has a 2-goal game, and then I think he has like a 4 or 5 game scoring streak right now.
Travis Kelce
something like that.
Yeah, he is. He's pouring it on right now, dude. It's almost like he's saying, "You're not going to get rid of me."
Yeah, right.
You know?
Urson's hurt.
Urson's a bum. Get rid of him. I am so over Urson.
Glennar ain't playing the best right now either.
Well, but that's defense. Defense in front of him. God, he was out hurt for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think we lost our identity. I just don't think that. I just think everybody's kind of confused and doesn't know what to do. I don't know if they're trying way too many things or.
And then we've got Ristolainen, who's never in. We've got one of the best defensemen, could be called one of the best in the league, and he's never in the thing because he's always hurt.
He was gone just about the whole season. Came back for one game and got hurt again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The guy's good when he's back. And there's no, even Adam says, he goes, yeah, when you got him on the ice, he's fine, but he's never on the ice.
Right, exactly. So I get it. I read up a lot of Flyer stuff, every week and whatnot. And you get the people that want to win now. And obviously, it's just like 75% of any Phillies fan, not Phillies, Philly fans,
Philly sport fans, yeah.
When you start doing good, we're either going to Super Bowl or we're going to Stanley Cup, or the World Series, because you won 4 games.
Don't just say Philly. Every damn sports thing does that, which is true. The only thing is we don't know about all the others. But as soon as the Giants win 3 in a row next year, they'll be winning the Super Bowl. You watch. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Yeah. So anyway, but you have that mentality. So that's why there's a lot of people out there like, what the hell? This man. It's because the Flyers did good starting out, and they're like, oh,
yeah. And that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Supposed to came out of the gate the way they did.
Something else came to my mind. I said 3 games. Good Lord, as soon as you win 1 game next year, you guys will be a dynasty.
Absolutely. For the next 5 years.
Anyway.
Yeah, so like I said, on paper, they should not came out. They should have not have came out as hot as they did.
No. But what's still going on with Mitch Call? They said he got no scrap the other day, and nobody came to his defense.
He got checked. He got checked on the wall. And it was. I mean, to me, I thought it was a penalty because it was an elbow to the head. Usually someone goes after the guy that checked your teammate, and no one did.
Right. That's what I saw. That's what I read. That's what I read.
Yeah. But then again, when you have him out there with non-fighters, who's going to go after him?
Oh, Mitchie, I just don't know if everybody likes him, Ralph. On the team, I don't know if his teammates are thrilled with him.
Again, it's because the way he was drafted, they say he's the next Wayne Gretzky. A lot of the problem I think with a lot of the sports is the media.
Well,
you really boost these players up. I mean, and it takes.
Good point.
There's only a couple diamond in the roughs that can come out of college and really light the leg on fire.
That's what we said. We've always said that. We've always said that kind of thing.
Right. So, and there's other ones. There's other diamonds that are off. You got to wait 5-6 years.
Yeah, you got to wait. You literally got to wait from when you draft them about 5 years before you see anything with them.
That's right. So, I think he's probably one of those. I still look at him as a kid. He looks like a kid out there. So he has no size to him, and it looks like he got fatter, if anything, from last year.
Oh, there it is. All right. Well, yeah. So it's a waiting game. Then is what you're saying.
I think so. Yeah.
I think, and like you said, you did touch on this to me, and I was kind of oblivious to the fact that they do still need. They're looking for that number 1 center.
We don't have one.
And we don't have one, right? So that does make a big difference. That's not the answer only, but the guys around this guy, once you get a big, good center in place and get things functioning, maybe makes a bigger difference in scoring, Ralph, and stuff like that. So,
Well, they're now. I just saw this last night, actually. They're now playing Zegers at center.
Right.
I think last night was his first game at center. So, I mean, again, would he make a good center? I think he'd make a good number 2 or number 3 center.
Right. Yeah.
He doesn't have size to him.
Right now he's little. Yeah, he's little.
He's got speed. He's got finesse, but he's lacking the size.
Right. Yeah, I like a bigger center and for that position too, or at least one big center on your team. Your number 1.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You have to.
You do.
You have to have that. Like look at every other NHL top NHL team. If you look at their number 1 line, you go, oh shit, that's good. There's some good players on that line. If you look at the Flyers' number 1 line, who is it? I mean, we don't have that number 1 line that people fear.
We don't have. That's right. And like you said, the good teams have that. They do have that.
Yeah,
the real good teams. Sure. Colorado's and the ones that are up there. They possess that big guy.
I mean, I think Tocchet will do a good job. I do.
Yeah.
Just because I think he has that. Again, he has that brawny brawl kind of
mentality.
Mentality of play and whatnot.
Right.
And when you listen to him after in the press conference after the games, he talks a lot about really common sense plays that we just aren't doing. Like
no,
you got to get to the middle. You can't keep taking shots from the sides. You got to get in the middle. Because obviously shots from a side, you only got a certain square footage of a net to shoot at.
Right.
Compared to being in the middle.
Exactly.
So, a lot of times he's saying, after a loss or whatnot, he's constantly saying, we're not getting in the middle enough, to take shots. Whatever. So.
Well, we got another caller actually calling in, Bub. We're going to take. Appreciate you calling. Thanks for the insight on the Flyers. Love you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, see you guys.
All right, buddy. Yes, sir.
Hello? Welcome to the Dob And Wayno Show. You there?
Good. Yes. Good morning.
Morning, Jay Bird.
Keith, welcome back to Siberia.
Well, first it was Antarctica. Now it's Siberia.
Well, it's still cold.
Welcome back to Iceland.
Yeah, it's more like it, I guess.
So anyway, what's up? What's new?
Not much. I mean, I thought the football playoffs were pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Most of the games went down to the end, with the exception of a couple, and we got New England and Seattle. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I thought had the Eagles advanced, they probably would have gave Seattle their best run for their money.
Right.
The secondary of the Rams was awful.
Yeah, that's where they lack right there. That's true.
Yeah, and the Eagles secondary was much, much better.
Yep.
In my opinion, than the Rams. But these are the two teams we got, so.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I think you're going to see a decent Super Bowl. Even though they're both defensive teams, I think you're going to see some points put on the board for some reason. I just,
Yeah, both of them are pretty good defensively.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen Seattle much, but, Drake May came out a good draft pick, and he's been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, great. The Patriots were the team kind of like my Cinderella team this year for who's not expected to go but did go, and that was them. Not to say they shouldn't have gone, but they were a little bit on my lower radar list than some of the other teams the Patriots.
I think most people felt like you did that. Hey, they're having a really good season, but
right.
It'll probably end. But he's done a pretty good job. Not Drake May. The Giants really wanted him in the draft.
Right.
But New England scooped up and got him. So, and then there's Sam Darnold, who's been through several teams.
Yeah, Sam Darnold, the veteran.
And he's been thrown away by the Jets, thrown away by Minnesota.
I think,
and now he's got an opportunity to win.
Yeah, I think he found a home in Seattle. I really do. Yeah. It's he kind of rejuvenated that team because they have such a good defense, which enables him to get on the field and do what he's got to do, and he's been doing it.
Yeah, that's the word, rejuvenated. He's done a good job, and you don't have to do a whole lot with that defense.
No, that's the thing. Exactly. I mean, we all know defense wins championships, but you got to.
Yeah, absolutely. So. And so he's done a good job with that. And of course, we got the hirings and the firings of the coaches.
Yeah, it's been a busy off season here so far.
Yeah, so I was kind of pleased with Harbaugh. Giants getting Harbaugh again. A lot of work to do.
I think that's a good. Yeah, I think that's a good fit for him. I really do.
Yeah, I think it's a good, solid hire.
Yep.
I'm not going to come out here and expect 13 wins next year.
Yeah.
But I want to see competitive football, and I'm tired of getting blown out game after game.
So Ralph Parks, a friend of ours, just called, and he's our we always call him our Flyers affiliate. And he's a Giants fan as well. He's been a New York Giants fan for years and years. So we kidding with him because everybody's kidding around with where is AJ Brown going? He's going to go to the Giants, and him and neighbors are going to light it up. So I told Ralph, I said, here we go. I said the Giants will win 3 games next year in a row, and they'll be a dynasty. It's a new dynasty now because you're going to win 3 in a row. He started cracking up. He was laughing.
Yeah, and it's all about expectations with your teams.
Sure.
And again, I'm going to pump the brakes here. If we can get 8 wins, 8 and 9, that's big for us.
Sure.
But I guess, people's going to expect a winning record in the playoffs.
Right.
So, but I got to see it. I got to see how they do. And it might take a season. Now,
it might take a season.
New England turned it around quick. Jacksonville turned it around.
They did.
And Bears turned around.
They did.
It can be done quickly. But again, we talked about this too. The injury factor, who goes out, who plays.
Yep.
That can determine so much. So, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic going into next year.
And obviously, this year's draft and free agency will have a lot to do with what you guys do then as well.
Oh, sure.
Your off season that way is going to determine how well what Harbaugh has to work with come, September. So
yeah, absolutely. And go ahead.
But he's a good mind in that sense. So when it comes time for draft and he's in there with the GMs and all, I really think you have a better guy now that knows a little more about what he wants to draft, what pieces he needs to add to the mix that you already have.
Sure. And in that regard, that's a big positive.
Right, right.
But again, we'll take it and see how it goes. It's the trials and tribulations, the valleys and peaks up and down.
Absolutely.
And we have to, from my perspective, we have to close the gap on the Eagles. We have to try to close the gap.
Sure. I mean,
that's a big gap. That's a big gap.
Well, we got our own work to do this off season, so I hope we can get back in the mix next year, or not.
You'll be back in the mix. You'll be back in the mix because you still have a solid team.
Yeah, right. We do. It's just we're just on this end of being disappointed, but like I said,
I know you are. I know the expectations to win another one was really up there this year.
Very high. Yep.
And you might have missed that opportunity, but I don't see a drastic fall off.
I agree with you.
I really don't. I think the team is solid. You got a new offensive coordinator now.
Yep.
And maybe that brings some more, energized plays.
That's what we can hope for. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
But look, comes from a guy that's experienced 119 losses in 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is when I hear you guys, and you have every right to do that.
Right. Right.
But you guys have had a pretty successful franchise over the last 10, 15 years.
We have. We're very fortunate and appreciative.
But I realize I'd probably be in the same boat. They should have done something this year. They had an opportunity to let it slip away.
I think because when you start winning, like we have in the last few years, then you expect it, and then you're disappointed when you're not there. Right.
Oh, sure. Your expectations are high.
We just always, we expect, and
sure you do, because the team is good. It's good enough to, but it don't work like that. We all know that. You get beat, and some team comes up. Maybe take them lightly or whatever, and you're out.
The fact that the things I saw though this year, numerous games, the Eagles scored pretty good amount of points. I'm not going to give an average or anything. Let's just say I'll say 21 points in the first half, and then don't score a point in the second half. You can't do that.
That's what I had saw.
You cannot do that. If they'd have scored 10 points if they'd have scored 21 points in a game in the first half and scored only 10 in the second half, they would have won probably 3 or 4 more games they did. Even.
Yeah,
seriously,
I got you on
that's
that.
where
they played a half a game.
Yep, the defense can only do so much, and they did a lot. The defense was carrying them all the time.
Sure.
They couldn't put points on the board. I can't see how Hurts could come out and light it up the first half and doesn't even look like he's on the field in the second half.
That was amazing when I looked at some of your stats there, and I was like, he didn't complete a pass in the second half of that one game. And Buffalo, I think it was.
And that falls on an offensive coordinator or calling plays or head coach. Well, that falls right there on them guys. That just doesn't fall on Hurts. That doesn't fall.
You got no, not at all.
A little, but not.
That guy's done well for it. He's won. He's got a winning percentage. He should have won that other. He should have won MVP of that first Super Bowl against the Chiefs. He was that good. Yeah. He was that good.
Oh, he was. No, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree. So.
Yeah, it's sports,
It is. It's sports.
Anyway, how was your trip down there?
Trip was great. Had a great time on the cruise. Great weather. Came back to Florida for a day. Spent a day at Epcot. Was a little chilly at night. The day was mediocre, and then we came home. Stayed at Grand Floridian for a night and kind of hung out a little bit. Went to a couple.
All right, cool, good.
So. But yeah, everything went well. Well needed time away to just enjoy the warm weather and come back. Come back to the Antarctica, like you said. Back to the frost.
Yeah, when you said, I told Karen, I said, he's at Philly Airport. He's got to feel like he's inside here.
Well, I'll tell you what. Thank God when we parked the car under a garage type setting, like a big canopy type garage.
Oh, okay.
And so we came back. That van was clean as a whistle. Started it up before we.
Oh,
I think Ryan started as we were just pulling in the parking lot, so it was running when we got over to it for a little bit. We all got in, put the luggage in, and headed home. We didn't have to clear nothing off or anything.
Yeah, well, I just speaking of clearing things off, I hurt my back. I got to go see a specialist tomorrow.
Damn.
Shoveling snow like an idiot. And
come on, Jay. You can't be doing that, Bubs.
Well, I know we were both out there, and I felt a twinge, and I've been down since. I could hardly put my shoes on and socks.
I know what feeling. I've done that, Jay, where I have literally hurt my back, where I felt that like zinger in my back that's
a zinger. You called it right.
I have done that.
I hurt your back standing up from the table one time.
Yeah.
My wife
it's
had
weird how you
back
can.
problems.
Yeah,
my wife's went through that for years. And I felt it, and I had to stay out there because I couldn't bust the ice up that froze over.
Right.
I should have come in. I couldn't leave her out there. And anyway, I came in, and I thought, okay, it'll be okay.
Oh.
Here it is almost a week later. And I'm going to go see a spine and back specialist tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, I haven't.
Hopefully it's not anything serious where I need surgery. I don't want to go through that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, mine's not as bad as needing surgery. My L4, L5 is my problems in my lower back.
Okay, yeah, that's what Karen had.
And it's always. But I'll be, praise the Lord. Lately, I've been really good. I don't have to do anything heavy anymore. So it doesn't.
Yeah, don't chance it, man. Don't chance it.
Yeah, no. But I know what you're going through because I have been there.
Yeah, I can't put my shoes on, and then sitting and trying to get up. It's like it's like the nerves are pressing against something because it's really.
One year I heard it so bad, Jay, I forget what I did. I did something. The next, you're always okay kind of that day. It's like sore, but the trauma doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
The next morning I got up, I couldn't get out. I had to crawl on the floor to the bathroom to get on the toilet.
Oh, yeah, I can relate to that.
I was that bad. Yes, it was that bad.
Yeah.
Karen goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I can't stand up. I can't stand up." I pulled myself up in the toilet to sit. It was crazy.
Oh, it's awful even trying to do that. I don't want to get into the specifics, but it's bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go 9 o'clock. So hopefully he can diagnose it, we can treat it, and I can get back here. So
well, keep us posted how you make out. You can text me and let me know how you do at the doctors.
Yeah, I will.
Hope everything works out. That's all. We just hope things.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I mean, there's a whole lot of people in worse shape than I am, so we're just trying to get through it.
Well,
but it is a mess.
All right, brother. We're going to move on.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, look. Glad you're back, and everybody stay healthy.
Thank you. You too. Tell Karen we said hi.
We will do that, and again, we'll work on trying to get together.
Yes, we got. Yeah. All right. Well, as soon as you get this back straightened around, let me know.
Yeah, as soon as we get our physical things here taken care
of. We'll definitely get together. We got to. I know we keep saying, but it's hard sometimes, but we will.
I know. We will. Okay, guys, stay healthy, and always good talking to you.
All right, you too, Jay.
And take care.
All right, take care, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Have a good one.
You too.
About 10 minutes.
Okay, that's cool. Well, it's kind of like I like, but if you don't shut people off, then it's just dabbling and dibbling. What is this anyway?
Why are they showing WWE Royal Rumble on ESPN?
Yeah, it's not to me. It's not an ESPN.
This is not a sport.
This is entertainment, but it's not a sport for ESPN. Correct. Who knows, Lippy?
There's not much to talk about in sports right now, I guess.
No, right now we're a little bit of lull. Obviously, the Super Bowl is February 8th, I believe. Let's just check in exactly for time.
6:30, I think it is.
Yeah, usually it is. I mean, that's true. So I just wanted to verify. Yes. Seattle Seahawks, Patriots at 6:30. San Francisco.
Oh, that pregame. Well, that'll be on all weekend.
But it's at San Francisco.
Where are you watching the game at?
I don't know yet.
We're having a
soiree over
at Allen Hill.
Yeah, I've got a lot of different options and choices, but I haven't heard anything yet. But
if you don't want to do that, come to the pregame.
Right.
The Saturday.
Where's that?
Allen Hill.
Oh, they're doing a pregame.
Yeah, we're gonna have karaoke and everything there.
Oh, here we go. Great time. Is
Get Cheyenne to fly in, man.
Cheyenne flying. Yeah, we didn't hear from you, dear. Hope everything's all right down in Atlanta. I'm like, did it make it? It was any cold? I was
just
going to
getting
ask.
ready to ask you that.
I didn't know, so I thought maybe I'd ask you, but that's all right.
We'd ask Cheyenne, but
We did Cheyenne, but
She's
she
on the
didn't.
outs
You know,
today.
she's busy today. She probably thought, these guys, I haven't heard from them in 2 weeks. All that attention they give me, and then they don't want to talk to me. But anywho, what else?
the Phillies, man.
Philly, yeah. Oh, yeah, we can touch a little bit on that. I mean, because obviously camp's going to start here with catchers and pitchers soon.
Yeah, actually, that's
So we can touch a little
written
bit.
down,
I just think.
I think they should have kept Bader.
Yes,
I think they should have kept
I
Bader.
think they should have signed Bader to whatever. I mean, they let him slip away. He was still available after they told him they weren't going to sign him.
Right.
And then the second time they didn't get him, and he ended up going with the Giants.
Because they got. Let's do my glass.
Oh, you want the
Can't find the
glasses?
glasses. There they are.
There you go.
They had because you got Crawford.
Yeah, but you don't. There again,
And-
that's a
and
prospect. You don't know what he's going to do. You have no idea.
They
But
said he's good at left field,
he's good. Yeah,
but they're going to have him in center field. He's
Right.
never played center field.
You're right.
So why not keep Bader, who's good at center field, just in case he doesn't pan out?
Because I feel he's
Yeah.
an outfielder, even though he's played left field his whole time. I mean, I think he can play center field. It's just more roaming.
Right.
It's more of this and this way instead of just being like this. So he's going to have to learn that. Yes, I get it. But
Because they had the.
I would have kept Bader, yes, for that reason. I think it was a good fit for where then they didn't have to worry about that. Now, obviously, you got to get rid of Cassie. I don't know if he's gone yet or not.
Well, their lineup.
They keep talking about
This
it.
is just
And
radio.
I've seen it, but go ahead. They showed it.
They got Turner, Schwarber, Harbert, Boone, Marsh, Garcia,
old timer guy, an old one.
Bryson Stott,
Yeah.
JT, and Crawford.
And there's another thing that aggravates me. They
JT?
let the Bichette guy get
Yes.
away.
Oh,
They let Bichette get away. Okay. Then JT wanted a certain amount of money. He wanted 3 years, right? He wanted, and then they weren't going to pay him. That's why they said, "Now we're going to, you're out there on free agency then." Well, nobody took him, obviously. Was dead against signing him, and then they go and sign him.
yeah, that
So where does that make any sense? Does that just mean we're just going to see what happens, and you're all along you're coming back anyway? We're going to sign you without saying that. They didn't say that, obviously, but it just seems like that. He dangled that in front of them. They said, "Nope, we're not. We'll give you what? Was it 2 years they wanted to do?
2 years.
They didn't want to do no more than 2 years. He is older. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. Probably, I can't say he's the best catcher in baseball right now because there's other really good.
He's
Excuse me.
He's starting to slip.
I could put him in the top 3 as far as catchers go, but he's not the number 1 catcher in the league. No, not anymore. He's older. His bat, what's he give you? 240, 250? And there's times when he clutched things he missed that he didn't get. So I would have signed him to what I wanted, and if he didn't like it, he would have had to go. I'm sorry. It's not. Everybody thinks, we got JT back. That's great. Okay, I hope you know he's a year older, and it's not going to be what you want. He's going to be a good catcher behind the plate. That's not the only thing that you need a guy from to do. So, and to touch on real quick, our Duke team won yesterday, 72-58 over Virginia Tech.
No, it worked.
I'm a Dookie too. I think they're 20-1. They were ranked number 4 in the country coming in, so they might move up the rankings. I'd like to see them have a crack at the title this year, which they will. They probably will. They'll be in the mix for this Final
March
Four.
Madness coming up here.
Yep.
And when's it? When it starts in middle of March, right? March Madness.
No, I thought it starts more like
Or
in the beginning. It's more like in the beginning of it.
The whole
sometimes.
bunch then.
The whole thing, yes, because you got so much going on with that. A lot of games to get to before you get to your Final Four. So, but anyway, so Philly's a little disappointed in the All-Star. Ranger went. We did pick up some different pitching that we won't say their name guys like people will know and see, but they are good. I really think he wants to solidify this pitching. They got a lot of guys coming in the spring trainings. That doesn't mean they're on the team. But you get to look at a lot of people. Andrew Painter will play this year, and that's good. That's fine. I'm good with that.
I think they're counting.
But look at all these other guys, and it's going to be the top of the crop's going to make it. So the Phillies are going to weed through their pitching this year. You're going to see it.
I tried to get the printout of the pictures, but you know how Google is nowadays.
Strom's going too. Suarez, Strom's going.
Where'd Strom go?
Is he? Ranger went to Boston, didn't he? To the Red Sox. Suarez. I'm not sure where Strom went. I'm not sure where Strom went. I didn't keep that on the radar.
I'll look it up when we get.
Yeah. And we got 7-8 minutes right now to kill, but like I said, overall, I don't think we did very much in the offseason.
It's basically the same team.
And that Garcia guy is okay, but he's old. It's like you got an older guy. You didn't get you didn't get somebody in there.
And that's
that's why you got him, because you have to pay much for it.
And that's what they were talking about on WIP too, about that.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Once again, this is a team that wants to win a World Series real quick here before the Harpers are gone and the Trey Turners are gone and before the contracts are done. And I mean, I know they're not done for a while, but these guys are older too. So you're still playing with a fairly old team.
Yeah.
A team's been together, but you're not adding the pieces that you do. The winning team, the teams that are adding the pieces, Dodgers, Mets.
Yep.
All there's probably a few more I should be naming. I'm not. Well, I'm sure the Blue Jays will be back at it again too this year, as far as being up there again, which they were last year. So, and what did we do? Same thing. No, we don't want him. We want Bichette. Yeah, let's put in for him. Nah, well, and next thing you know, Mets got it. He's done. They said they offered Bichette a contract, but they wouldn't do the longer term for less money. They wanted to give him shorter years for more or something like that.
I don't think that front office knows what they're doing.
I don't like that Dombrowski. I'm going to be honest with you. He ain't the Howie Roseman of baseball. That's for damn sure.
Right.
Nowhere near as Howie's level. Maybe you ought to ask Howie to go over and sit in and show him what he needs to do, because I just don't think he knows how to manage the money at all. And they say they're okay with the monies. It's not like it's a big, problem. Well, what is it?
It's crazy.
Why aren't we getting people? Why aren't we, Nobody wants Nick. I don't want him back. They better do something with him. Casty, I don't want him back. It's his time's come and gone, and they didn't win nothing with him. So
He's a douche, man.
I don't like him. Man.
God,
His interviews are terrible. When he gets interviewed by the media, I know media can be a dick sometimes, but I'm saying, Casty's just waiting for you to ask him something that he just wants to look at you like
and go off.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't do that. Well, he does, but you shouldn't do it. I shouldn't say that. So anyway, that's baseball. We'll see. We get a little more closer to spring here when things get cracking, but I'm not happy with it. I don't think we're going to be any better than we were there. I'm not going to say we're going to lose more, but I don't think we're going to gain anything.
Yeah,
I'll be very surprised unless the prospects jump up and light the world on fire. So,
yeah,
which will be nice if they do something and we can rely on them. But they're prospects; they're going to be rookies, their first years when they make it. You can't have expectations like that. You just hope they do well. You don't always know they're going to do well.
February 20th, they have to report.
Okay.
Spring training. I think the 11th is the what do you call it? When they volunteer.
Yeah, the volunteer. Also, Winter Olympics is coming up soon.
Yeah.
Got the Winter Olympics. Will be starting sometime this month.
What's your favorite
sport?
Sport in winter.
I like Winter Olympics, but it's hard to say. But like my favorite. I like bobsledding.
Yeah, I like bobsledding, but Dad likes.
I like curling.
Curling, yeah.
I like watching curling. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I do like watching it. And also, I've always been a ski guy. I don't know how to ski, but the men's downhill, I like watching that. That can really get exciting sometimes.
See, like sport, the Sport Olympics or Sport Olympics, Winter Olympics or summer?
No, more summer. I'm overall more summer events. Yeah.
That's because you like watching the volleyball girls.
Oh man. No, I like watching.
I'd like to go to a Wings game, man.
Lacrosse.
Yeah.
That's a rough sport.
They
bang around in that, dude. They give it as good as they take it. I mean, they take it as good as they give it, I guess.
I watched it on TV one time. Like, how do you even call a penalty?
And then when a guy's got the thing, the other guy can come behind and just keep doing this at him. You can keep getting hit from behind, even if you have the ball. The defender coming up to you can just literally agitate and bang you all the time.
That's crazy.
That is funny.
All
right.
Well, that's it for me. I don't have anything left.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Like I said, we touched on Phillies. We hit a little bit of the Sixers. woes and the Flyers woes. We touched on the Eagles. We had a couple calls in.
Ralph and
Jay Bird gave us a little shout
what do you call
today.
it, Jay Bird?
Yeah, Jay Jones is his name. I call him. We always call him Jay Bird. And anyway, it's good. Like I say, hopefully Jay's back's not going to be too bad. He'll get it taken care of, find out what's going on, get fixed up a little bit. You know, I hate to see anybody down. You know, I know what that's like. I don't even want to think about that. I can take pain in a lot of other areas, but when it's a really bad, not just
I've never had the
sore.
experience.
Oh my gosh. That day, Wayne, and I heard it in Florida, brushing my teeth to come home from vacation, leaned over to the sink, and it went, like he's saying, you feel like somebody takes an ice pick and goes, chip, and you're done.
Yeah.
I have heard of being on the ground, sitting on the ground in the backyard, putting a swing set together like this. So I was like this with my legs, and I'm pulling stuff over, and I'm wrenching, and I've got the pipes and stuff. So I needed something I didn't want to get up for, and I leaned over to get it, and it went. The back went there, and I couldn't get out. I yelled for Karen. She was in the house in the backyard over the road. But it was summer.
Oh, I did hurt my back when I worked for Paulsboro Packaging. We were palletizing antifreeze.
Right.
You guys do a certain pattern. I started the pattern wrong, so all I did was bend over. I took my hand like this to spin the thing around, and I couldn't stand back up because I pulled muscle in my back.
It'll do that.
And I went.
So
I went to the office, and I had to, because point system.
Right.
So they're like, "Do you want to go to the doctor's now?" I was like, "If there's any way I can wait, I'm getting the point." So
right.
I waited around, so I'm sitting in the boss's chair wheeling around the plant, and it just I was watching the Laverne and Shirley, the bottles going by, making sure the caps were on there.
But yeah, that's a nasty feeling.
Man, I forgot all about that. That was years ago.
And usually it's from pinching something in the vertebrae, and then it becomes inflamed, and then that's why the next day it's worse because now it's swollen. So when it's swollen, it's pressing against the spine bone. He said he's going to see a spine specialist. Well, he should see somebody about his spine, and that's what they're going to see. Probably, I don't know, but it could be a pinched nerve, could be discs out of whack. That's why it's kind of important that people don't do it. Is go to a chiropractor because people are afraid of it. They're afraid of getting cracked. But if you're not afraid, you go to a good guy, which I have a good one. I just haven't been in a while. He's snapping and getting you in line when you're up. You're going to have the least amount of pain feeling if everything's like this than as if it's like this. And that's what they do. But a lot of people don't like them. I mean, I ain't here to preach them. You do what you want. But I have noticed the difference when I go. I just don't go. I should go every couple of weeks and I don't. All right, folks, we've been good to be back. Stay warm. Be careful out there in the ice and snow. And we'll talk to you next week.
Yes, sir.
Same time, same station.
Peace.